On July 27, 2018, a brief statement from Wynn Entertainment sent a shockwave through the K-pop community. Kim Dong Yoon, a member of the rookie boy group Spectrum, had passed away. He was only 20 years old. The news arrived without warning, leaving fans and the public struggling to understand how a young man who appeared to be in perfect health could be gone so suddenly. The lack of immediate explanation created a vacuum that was quickly filled with questions, rumors, and a harsh spotlight on the reality of the idol training system. To understand the controversy that followed, we have to look at the specific timeline of events and the intense pressure Dong Yoon faced in the months leading up to that day. Kim Dong Yoon's journey to fame was defined by his participation in the JTBC survival show Mixnine. These types of shows are notorious in the industry for their grueling schedules. Contestants are required to learn complex choreography and songs in extremely short periods, often sleeping only 2 or 3 hours a night. During his time on the show, Dong Yoon was recognized for his dedication and work ethic. He pushed his body to its limits to secure a spot in the debut lineup. While he did not make the final group with Mixnine, the exposure helped him gain a following, and he quickly transitioned to debuting with Spectrum in May 2018. However, the physical toll of back-to-back training, survival shows, and debut preparations is a significant factor that many point to when analyzing his sudden death. The timing of the tragedy is one of the most discussed aspects of the story. On July 26, just one day before the announcement, Dong Yoon was active on social media. He posted photos with his fellow members and interacted with fans, showing no visible signs of distress. He appeared energetic and optimistic about the group's future activities. This stark contrast between his public persona on the 26th and the news of his death on the 27th fueled immediate speculation. It seemed impossible to fans that someone could be vibrant and present one day and gone the next without any prior indication of illness. This led to a widespread search for a cause, with many looking directly at the lifestyle required of a K-pop idol. In the hours following the announcement, online communities began dissecting the potential causes. A primary focus was the intense diet and exercise regimen idols often undergo to meet strict beauty standards. There were discussions among fans regarding Dong Yoon's weight, with some suggesting he appeared thinner than usual during promotions. The theory of critical exhaustion gained traction. It is known that idols frequently practice choreography for up to 15 hours a day while maintaining restrictive diets. The combination of severe caloric deficit and high-intensity physical exertion puts immense strain on the cardiovascular system. While this remained a theory among netizens, it highlighted a known issue within the industry regarding the management of artists' health. The confusion was not limited to the public. Reports indicated that Kim Dong Yoon's family was also deeply shocked and sought answers. To clarify the cause of death, the family requested an official autopsy. The police launched an investigation to determine whether there was foul play, underlying health conditions, or other factors involved. The request for an autopsy is standard in cases of sudden unexplained death, but in the context of a celebrity, it amplified the sense of mystery. Fans waited for the results, hoping the forensic examination would provide a definitive medical reason and end the speculation. However, the situation became more complicated when the autopsy results were finalized. In a turn of events that surprised many, neither the police, the agency, nor the family publicly disclosed the specific findings of the autopsy. The investigation was closed, but the official cause of death was not released to the media. This decision to keep the results private led to a surge in alternative theories. Without a confirmed medical report, rumors persisted. Some speculated that the results might point to extreme overwork, which could implicate the agency in a lawsuit, while others suggested the family chose to keep the details private out of grief. The silence from all official parties created an environment where misinformation could thrive. The impact on Spectrum was immediate and lasting. The group suspended all activities to mourn their bandmate. For the remaining members, returning to the stage without Dong Yoon was an incredibly difficult challenge. They eventually released a song dedicated to him, but the momentum they had built during their debut was lost. The group struggled to maintain their footing in the competitive industry while carrying the weight of the tragedy. The psychological toll on the members was evident, as they had to process the loss of a close friend while still trying to perform as idols. 2 years later, in 2020, Wynn Entertainment announced that Spectrum would be disbanding. The group had not been able to recover from the tragedy, and the members decided to go their separate ways. The disbandment was a somber conclusion to a career that had started with such promise just 2 years prior. It cemented the narrative that Kim Dong Yoon's death was not just a personal tragedy, but a pivotal moment that altered the trajectory of the entire group. group. The end of Spectrum served as a reminder of the fragility of careers in the entertainment industry, where unforeseen events can derail years of effort in an instant. Today, the case of Kim Dong Yoon remains a sensitive topic in K-pop history. The lack of a public cause of death means that the exact circumstances of his passing are officially unknown to the public. Fans continue to visit his memorial and leave messages on his social media, preserving his memory. The story is frequently cited in discussions about idol welfare, strict diets, and the pressures of the trainee system. While the rumors of exhaustion and hidden illnesses were never confirmed by an official report, they persist because they fit a recognizable pattern of stress within the industry. The unanswered questions ensure that the story of Kim Dong Yoon is told not just as a tragedy, but as a lingering mystery.